Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the stream. What I have for you this evening is possibly the worst developer update ever for Dead by Daylight. Wow, we're about to jump right into it and just comment everything that behavior intends to do with the game, most of which is nothing short of ghastly. So I hope you have your seatbelts fastened because we're in for quite a ride. The game seems to be overall getting worse and worse as time goes on, and it's a very discouraging thing, especially for someone like me who's dedicated so much time to Dead by Daylight and who would hope to stream the game for years to come. So basically all this started out with a tweet. People got excited because DBD made an announcement on their Twitter saying, "We have an early preview of an exciting new feature to share, but it's not ready yet to go live with the following update, so we have something brewing and I'm sure you guys will be oh so excited to hear what we're preparing." And everyone was, getting their hopes up because they thought that this may be something to do with an anti-cheat system, something to fix the cheater problem that the game is facing. But nothing, unfortunately, could have been further from the truth. This has nothing to do with that. Nothing to do with the real issues that the game's facing, which is hackers and cheating and all that bullshit. It's like the devs are kind of pretending that it's not an issue because they're very silent, extremely silent on the matter. So this is nothing good. Instead, this is what we got. Finishing Mori. So all that hassle for the so exciting finisher Mori. My God, guys, exciting indeed. Bring the trial to a gruesome end with a finishing Mori. Oh, interesting. So, forget about the anti-cheat. Forget about everyone flying around the map doing gens in 2 seconds, opening the exit gate in half a second, just having God mode, speed hacks. Is that the problem? Is that the reason why we're doing this special update? No, it's because we have a finisher Mori for you. Yeah, and that's only the beginning. That's, the least bad thing about it. It gets much worse. A hint for each killer's character shines through with their Mori. Whether that's the trickster's showmanship or the hag's questionable diet. Yeah, funny. We're all laughing right now. Hilarious. The only way to see these animations currently is to use a Memento Mori offering or equip one of the only few selected perks, leading to them rarely being seen. I mean, I wouldn't say rarely, but it is quite uncommon right now to use Moris because they're just not that good anymore. Moring someone wastes a lot of time, so killer players are not very inclined to want to do so, because you don't really get much value from a Mori. You just don't. It's not worth the animation time, it's not worth the time waste. When I Mori someone, I usually lose ballpark 1 gen, at the very least, so I just don't go for Moris. So it's because of their bad design that people don't use Moris more often. Anyway, moreover, Moris have garnered somewhat of a negative reputation over the years, being used out of spite against a particular survivor. No, I mean, you can just nod at someone or teabag someone out of spite. You can hit someone on the hook out of spite. How does that make it any different from a Mori? Is it because you're killing the player? So what? You can kill the player anyway. You can tunnel someone. You can slug and tunnel. You can focus your attention on a single survivor and make their game miserable despite not bringing a Mori. So why is the Mori the issue here? It's funny how they make that correlation between targeting someone and a Mori. Like, that's the only way you can do it. Weird. Very weird. And I strongly disagree. I don't think there's any real correlation. Just because someone brings a Mori, that doesn't incentivize targeting anyone. Because you can still tunnel, you can still hit them on the hook, you can nod. You can still be a prick, you can still be very condescending without bringing a Mori. Okay, just to be clear, it's kind of weird that they would come up with this statement. It's a weird statement to make. Anyway, this upcoming public test build will feature an early version of the new finishing Mori system. Unlike most PTBs, this feature will not be going live in the following update. There's still some work to be done before it's ready to be released. Yeah, because it's way complicated, I guess. But we wanted to give you an opportunity to try it out and share your thoughts in advance. I'm going to tell you right now, guys, I am not going to download and I will not be participating in this PTB because essentially there's nothing to see. There's nothing much to see. You can just Mori the last guy. Big deal. There's literally nothing to see in this PTB. Nothing. Why would you want to download this public test build? Tell me, guys. Give me a good reason to be interested in downloading and trying out this PTB just because I can see, just to see a Mori animation that I've already seen 1,000 times before. Why? I don't get the point of making a PTB for something so blatant and simple. Something so, not complicated. Whatever. Bug testing, I guess. Yeah, they want the community to bug test for them, I get it. Because they seem to not have an efficient internal testing team. It's all good, we know. Nothing we don't know. Last standing. When all other survivors are dead, dying, hooked, or have escaped, you become the last standing. Both your and the killer's senses are heightened, granting you a wider field of view. So apparently both the killer and the survivor get a wider field of view, like a free Shadowborn or something, I guess. Rescuing a survivor will end the last standing phase. But being downed as the final survivor, on the other hand, will trigger the finishing Mori. When the last survivor is downed, the trial will draw to a climactic end. Both the survivor and the killer will be moved to a preset point on the map, free of any obstructions that may get in the way, and the killer's Mori animation will begin. So, you're the last guy, you go down, the killer downs you, the killer and the survivor get teleported to a certain area, and you see the Mori animation, basically. Any survivor still in the trial will be killed by the entity and treated like a sacrifice. Okay, cool. Simple enough. But that's not the worst part, though. This is just the the beginning of the end, because what comes next is what truly is worrying. Hope is not lost. With this new system in place, leaving survivors on the ground, aka slugging, may seem more appealing, opening the possibility of ending a match early. But the survivors aren't going to give up without a fight. After being left on the ground for 45 seconds, survivors will now gain the ability to pick themselves up without the need of any perks. Well, goddamn, after Borrowed Time base kit, now we have Unbreakable base kit. What's next? A Exit Gates Open base kit? What the hell is this? What the actual hell is this all about? Like, seriously? So, Borrowed Time base kit for 10 seconds, not enough. Now everyone can pick themselves up without having to run Unbreakable after 45 seconds. Well done, devs. Pretty good job so far. This time, this funny now. This time is affected by recovery speed effects. So if you run Unbreakable, you can pick yourself up even quicker, mind you. So then, obviously, we have perk updates. Here we go. Now, here's where we get into the nitty-gritty of the subject. This is really scary stuff, guys. This is going to fundamentally change the game for the worst. With both the Mori and the ability to pick yourself up now part of the base kit, a handful of perks that grant these abilities will need adjustments. We're going to adjust a few things, guys. Our top-notch balance team is going to balance things out, right? Therefore, the ability to pick yourself up has been removed from Unbreakable, Soul Guard, no Mither, and Boon Exponential, as this is now part of the base kit. Wow. Jesus Christ. The ability to Mori survivors has been removed from Rancor and Hex Devour Hope, as this is now part of the base kit. In addition, some of these perks will have changes made for the PTB, however, since this is an early preview, the in-game descriptions have not been updated, because they couldn't be bothered. Unbreakable now increases dying self-recovery speed by 100%. Wow. Wow. So 100%. Like, you see where this is going, guys. You see why this is becoming a problem. You see how this is becoming a problem. So, if they're saying this time is affected by recovery speed effects, that means, in substance, that you'll be able to recover in 22.5 seconds. If I'm understanding this correctly, unless I'm getting something wrong, you will be able to recover in 22.5 seconds from the ground if you're running Unbreakable. That is just so broken. That's so broken. How is that a thing? Imagine synergizing Flip-Flop, Unbreakable, and Tenacity. And imagine if someone's playing Twins. You basically can't pick anyone up. You will not be able to pick anyone up. They'll either crawl to a pallet and be immune with power struggle, or they'll just pick themselves up. It's going to become completely unplayable. The game is actually going to become completely unplayable. And also, as someone's mentioned in chat, Sabotage is going to be a mess. A complete mess. Because if someone sabotages a hook, that's a guaranteed pickup. Like, this is just so dumb. This is so dumb. Rancor. They nerf Rancor. Once all generators are powered, the Obsession's aura is revealed for 5 seconds. And they are permanently inflicted with the exposed status effect. That's it. No Mori, no kill, nothing. Just exposed. Devour Hope, once 5 tokens have been earned, any survivor placed on a hook is automatically sacrificed. Okay, that's Okay, that's okay, I guess. But yeah, they nerfed Rancor. Cool. But dude, this is scary. This right here, 100% recovery speed increase. So that's 45 seconds down to 22.5. That is absolutely disgusting. That is absolutely disgusting, my man. Like, seriously. Like, have they really understood what the ramifications of this are? As I said, you're playing twins. Someone's using flip-flop, tenacity, unbreakable. Before he can switch back to Charlotte and go pick him up, he's going to either be at a pallet, so you can't pick him up because he self-stuns and escapes, or he'll just pick himself up. Same for sabotage builds, and a whole lot of other scenarios that may not even come to mind. But this essentially is a complete and utter mess. A complete and utter mess, and it's very unacceptable. Very unacceptable. So I think it's important that the community is as vocal as possible on this issue, because they need to backtrack. They need to realize how much of a bad idea this is. This is going to really hurt the game. If this comes out, as they've stated it over here on this update, it will be very damaging, I assume, to the game. And again, unless I'm missing something, unless something has been miswritten or something, then this is really terrible. Memento Mori offering. So basically, Moris now just give you extra points. So yeah, Cyprus, 8,000 points if 2 survivors are killed, and the match ends in a finishing Mori. Ivory, 12,000. Ebony, 20,000. So Mori offerings essentially just give you more points if you can kill everyone, if you can kill a set amount of survivors. So yeah, boring shit. Much like the perk changes listed above, please keep in mind that these offering changes will not be released without the finishing Mori system. Yeah, no shit, bro, no shit. The finishing Mori system, anti-slugging mechanic, and other changes mentioned in this post will be available for testing during next week's public test build. Are you so excited? I bet you are. I bet you're super excited to try this out. As a reminder, these new features will not be part of the 6.3.0 update. This is an early preview, blah, blah. Okay, cool. Yeah, whatever. So, what we really need to be concerned about is the Unbreakable basekit. Unbreakable basekit is a terrible, terrible idea. It is actually horrible, and they went way overboard. The way they're attempting to fix this is just the worst approach. It's just the worst approach. Also, one more thing, guys. One more very important thing. Okay, now, try not to laugh at this. Let's think about a scenario. You down someone, you hook them, okay? They get saved. If you want to tunnel that guy, you're going to have to go through his protection hit, because he may have off the record or just borrowed time base kit. You down them again. If that guy has decisive, you have to wait for 60 seconds if you don't want the stun. But if you wait for 45 seconds or even 22.5 seconds, he can pick himself up again. He can pick himself up again. So what the guy can do is he can run Soul Guard. He can run Soul Guard, and you won't be able to down him immediately because he has another protection hit, another endurance hit, and you're just forced to eat decisive. You're absolutely forced to eat the decisive because, ooh, bad tunneler. It's your problem for tunneling. You shouldn't tunnel, you see. So everyone's going to be running off the record, decisive, and unbreakable. A complete and utter shit show of a game. How is that fair? You get off the hook, you get downed after the killer hits you once more because of the endurance. You go down, and now the killer can't do anything. The killer can't... You're immune for a minute, but you can pick yourself up, so it doesn't matter. If the killer picks you up, you use DS into Dead Hard if need be. If the killer slugs, you pick yourself up with Soul Guard and Unbreakable, and you have another protection hit. Like, what is this? What is this shit? This shit's ludicrous, man. It's absolutely ludicrous. Like, did they just not think about it, or do they just not care? Like, I have to ask, though. I'm kind of confused. You can run a number of things. You can run Exponential and Unbreakable and pick yourself up quicker. Jesus Christ, bro. So after the borrowed time base kit, now here comes the Unbreakable base kit. Nice. Great stuff, guys. Well done. Amazing update. Truly, truly eye-opening. I mean, I don't know what else to say. It's just... I don't know. It's like they're trying to kill their own game. It's like they're attempting to make the game fail somehow. It's like, please do bad. We want less people to be playing Dead by Daylight. Like, they have got to be the most clueless devs ever. I'm sorry. Like, I don't say this with any, any happiness in my words, because if the game fails, that's not good for me as a streamer. I stream this game, so if this game succeeds, I succeed. But if the game doesn't succeed, I'm gonna have to stream something else. That is a really, really terrible update. That is an awful, awful update. So there you go. There you have it.